Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Okay, before we start the lesson today, let's pray together. Please, one of you lead the class prayer.
Let's pray. Finish reading.
Good morning, Ma.
Okay, good morning, students. How are you today?
I'm fine,
How
Ma.
you?
I am very well, thank you for asking. Nice to see you again in this online learning activity in a good condition. I hope you still try to study from home because the situation is not safe enough for us to have a meeting in the real class. Okay, where were we last meeting?
Last meeting we study
Sampai di
about
mana kita kemarin?
analytic exposition, Mom.
Please repeat, Trisantika.
Last meeting we study about analytic exposition, Mom.
Okay, last meeting we study about analytical exposition. Right. We already studied an analytical exposition. I hope the last material is useful in your daily life, especially to persuade someone to do something or to convince someone thing, right? Okay, we are going to study passive voice. Let's see the basic competence for our study today. Basic competence atau kompetensi dasar yang kita akan pelajari yaitu menerapkan fungsi sosial, struktur teks dan unsur kebahasaan, teks, interaksi transaksional, lisan dan tulis, meminta informasi terkait keadaan atau tindakan atau kegiatan atau kejadian tanpa perlu menyebutkan pelakunya dalam teks ilmiah sesuai dengan konteks penggunaannya. Atau kita akan belajar mengenai passive voice ya. Kemudian yang KD keterampilannya kita akan belajar menyusun teks interaksi transaksional lisan dan tulis yang melibatkan tindakan memberi dan meminta informasi terkait keadaan atau tindakan atau kegiatan atau kejadian tanpa perlu menyebutkan pelakunya dalam teks ilmiah dengan memperhatikan fungsi sosial, struktur teks dan unsur kebahasaan yang benar sesuai dengan konteksnya. Okay, so today we are going to study about passive voice di dalam sebuah teks ya. So, what is our objective of study? Kita mau belajar passive voice itu tujuan kita apa? Yang kedua, melalui PowerPoint, siswa dapat menganalisis fungsi sosial, struktur teks, dan unsur kebahasaan passive voice dalam teks ilmiah tulis berbentuk report dengan penuh percaya diri. Yang ketiga, melalui diskusi kelompok, siswa dapat menggunakan kalimat pasif dalam teks ilmiah tulis secara mandiri. Itu adalah objektif atau our purpose of study today. Jadi hari ini tujuan kita belajar adalah untuk meraih ketercapaian di 3 hal tersebut. Okay, are you ready now? Sudah siap sekarang belajar?
Yes.
Okay, students, I have 3 pictures for you here. This is the first picture. What picture is it? Are tea plants only grown in cool areas? Apa?
Yes, tea plants only grown in cool area.
Ya, tea plants only grown in cool areas. Ya. How about this? Ya, after the tea plants atau after the tea leaves are picked, then What happens after the leaves are picked? After the
The
leaves are
leaves
picked,
are dried under the sun.
ya, the leaves are dried under the sun. So the pronouns untuk daun, bahasa Inggrisnya daun itu leaves ya, bukan leaves. Coba. Now pronounce semuanya, coba ulangi pronunciation-nya. Coba leaves. Leaves. Coba bareng-bareng. So next, how about the last picture I have?
The leaves are served by cutting machine.
Ya, cutting machine. Coba, cutting machine. Repeat. Ulangi.
Are served by cutting machine.
So there are sentences that you already made by the picture. Jadi ada beberapa kalimat yang sudah dibuat, yang sudah terbentuk dari kalimat yang tadi sudah kalian jawab mengenai passive voice ya. There are sentences that you already made by answering my questions about the picture. What sentence? Ya, coba. Nah, ini. Oke, tadi from the first picture, you can say that tea plants are grown in tea plantation.
Plants are grown in plantation.
Nah, ground ya, ground.
Grown.
Kedua, tea leaves are dried under the sun. Ya,
Leaves are dried under the sun.
ya. The third, tea leaves are sliced by cutting machine.
Leaves are sliced by cutting machine.
Ya, the first there are subject, and then there are to be, and then there are verb free, right? And then yeah, the other is it can be a complement, it can be an adverb. Jadi yang namanya kamu sudah bisa membentuk dengan formasi yang sama, yaitu subject, to be, and verb free. Okay? So jadi sudahkah kalian bisa menentukan atau menyimpulkan what is the pattern of passive voice? Sudah bisa menentukan belum? Can you? Yes. Can you decide what is the pattern of sentence of passive voice? The pattern is subject,
Plus to be plus verb three.
Oke, diulangi lagi. Now we are going to the next slide.
Please, one of you read aloud the text to make it sure that other students read. Do you see my PowerPoint in the text? Do you see my text in the PowerPoint?
Yes.
Sudah kelihatan ya teksnya ya. Okay. Now I want one of you to read aloud the text to make it sure that the students can understand the text.
Okay, Vina Wulandari, can you read the text aloud with a good pronunciation so that your friends can hear you and then we will discuss it later. Please, Vina, tolong dibaca teksnya dulu.
Earthquake is one of natural disasters that is threatening a certain area in the world. It recently happened in Tasikmalaya, West Java province. Earthquakes are caused by suddenly break of underground rock along a fault. This sudden release a huge amount of seismic wave energy. The ground will be shaken when it happens. When two flats or two blocks of rock are pushing against each other, They will be seated together, but they don't slide smoothly. The rocks are not moving, but still pushing against each other. After several times, the rock will be broken due to all the pressure that built up. When those rocks with earthquakes happen, it is horrible and we have to maintain our environment so that there will be no earthquakes happen.
Okay, thank you Vina Wulandari. There are so many misspelling in the pronunciation. Please, all of you, earthquake.
Earthquake.
Ya, earthquake. Coba, earthquake.
Earthquake.
Ya,
Earthquake.
bukan earthquake tapi earthquake. Ya, natural,
Natural.
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 Okay. Destroying,
Destroying.
certain,
Certain.
recently,
Recently.
happens,
Happen.
caused by,
Caused by.
underground,
Underground.
fault, moving,
Moving. Moving.
Ya, jadi bedakan antara moving dengan moving. Kalau pakai hurufnya V itu tebel ya, bunyinya bunyi tebel. Moving. Ya, ulangi. Yo, bareng-bareng. Moving.
Moving.
Okay. Pushing. Bukan pusing ya. Bukan pusing. Kalau pusing nggak ada hanya, tapi ini pakainya nggak jadi push. Pushing. Ya.
Pusing.
Ya. Pressure.
Pressure.
Okay, thank you. You have good pronunciation. So, I will give you for about 10 until 15 minutes to you to find a passive voice ya. Saya akan memberi kamu 15 menit untuk membaca. Kemudian you find which is the sentence of passive voice. Mana kalimat yang merupakan kalimat pasif dalam teks ini. Okay? If you find the difficult word, please you look at your dictionary and then find what is the meaning of the word. Ya. Kalau kamu ketemu kata-kata yang sulit di dalam teks ini, silakan kamu buka kamus kemudian cari artinya, ya. And then you find the sentence, passive sentence-nya. Nah, setelah itu we will discuss it again. Okay? Do you understand?
Yes.
15 minutes from now ya. Okay, the time is up. Waktunya sudah habis. So, have you found the passive voice in the text? Sudah menemukan pasifnya di dalam teks? Please.
Oke, Trisantika. Oke, silakan Trisantika. What sentence that you find in the text?
The ground will be shaken.
Ulangi.
The ground will be shaken.
The ground. Okay, I always remind you to have a good pronunciation. Okay, the ground will be shaken.
The ground will be shaken.
Ulangi. Ground.
The ground will be shaken.
Yeah, the rock will be broken. The rock will be broken. Okay, if in English you say R itu nggak jelas R ya, in English itu R-nya nggak ketara. Jadi kamu jangan bilang the rock, tapi the rock.
The rock will be broken.
Okay, the rock will be broken. Good, Triwulandari. What is the meaning of the rock will be broken? Itu maksudnya apa? Apa Tri maksudnya? The rock will be broken. Halo? Sudah lihat di kamus belum artinya the rock will be broken itu apa? Halo, Triwulandari.
Batunya pecah.
Iya, batunya pecah gitu ya. Kalau ada gempa bumi, batu-batu pada pecah. Oke, thank you. Next, any other sentence? Saya, what sentence do you find?
They will be
Halo?
stick together.
Ya, they will be stick together. Coba kalimat yang ada ed-nya, tapi jangan terlalu dibaca ed. They will be stick together. Bisa? Yuk. They
Will be
will be
stick together.
together. Okay, what's the meaning? They will be
Mereka-
stick together. What's the meaning?
Mereka akan
Apa?
berbenturan.
Yes, the ground will be shaken, the rock will be broken, they will be stitched together. So, why do you decide? Those sentences are passive voice. Lia, can you? Kok tadi kamu bilang they will be stick together itu kalimat pasif sih? Kenapa?
Objeknya dikenai.
Objeknya dikenai. Objeknya apa subjeknya?
Objeknya
Ayo.
objeknya dikenai subjek.
Halo. Subjeknya yang dikenai pekerjaan.
Oh, iya.
Misalnya kalimatnya tanahnya berguncang, kan tanah kan subjek. Tanahnya tuh dikenai pekerjaan, diguncang gitu loh. Do you decide that this is a passive voice?
Karena subjeknya dikenai pekerjaan.
Yes, because the subject is acted an action, karena subjeknya dikenai pekerjaan, or because the actor is unknown person, ya. Kalau misalnya seperti bencana alam, seperti sebuah yang kita bahas hari ini is disaster, ya kan? Misalnya batunya tadi apa ya? Tanahnya bergetar, batunya pecah, terus mereka akan saling berbenturan. Itu yang melakukan siapa? Yang membenturkan batu siapa?
Ya alam.
Iya kan? In passive voice, the actor is not important. The important one, what we have to emphasize is what happens to the subject. Jadi we are not emphasis on the actor. Aktor kan pelaku ya. Kita nggak menekankan ke pelakunya, tapi menekankan apa sih yang terjadi, what happens to the subject. Kalau kalimatnya the ground will be shaken, subjeknya siapa?
Ya di ground.
Halo? Ya, subjeknya kan the ground kan? The groundnya kenapa?
Berguncang.
What happens to the ground? Iya, berguncang.
Terguncang.
Iya, terguncang atau berguncang atau diguncang oleh alam itu kan? Ya.
Ya.
The emphasis is what happens to the subject. Intinya yang diperlukan atau yang ditekankan pada kalimat pasif adalah apa yang terjadi pada subjek. Ya, it is not important who is the actor. Paham?
Paham.
Do you get? Do you understand?
Yes, Mom.
Okay. For example, if we talk about a disaster like the earthquake, we can't assume that it is a someone's action, right? Kita nggak bisa menentukan bahwa itu aksinya seseorang kan, nggak bisa. Of course it is a destiny, but the focus one is what happens to the subject in the sentence and in the passive voice. We want to emphasize what happens to the subject. Okay. Then what is the definition of passive? Sekarang kita bisa menyimpulkan kan passive itu apa? So what is the definition of passive voice? Who can explain? Terus siapa yang bisa menjelaskan? Passive voice itu apa? Siapa nih?
Susi.
Okay,
Passive
Susi, please. What is? Bentar. What is the definition of passive voice? Susi.
Passive, a sentence that is a person or a thing comes on first.
Passive is a sentence that is a person or a thing comes on first, right? Gitu ngomong, okay? So, what is the difference between passive and active? Jadi, ada nggak yang bisa menggambarkan what is the difference of active and passive?
The difference
Ayo. Siapa nih?
Meliawati, Mom.
Okay, Meliawati, what is the difference of active and passive? What do you think?
The difference is in active sentence. One or thing acts something, but in the passive, the person or thing is acted an action.
Okay, saya ulangi ya. The difference is in active sentence, the person or thing acts something, but in passive, the person or thing is acted an action. Jadi perbedaannya menurut kamu, in active sentence, the person or thing act something. Kalau di aktif itu orangnya atau bendanya melakukan sesuatu ya. Betul?
Iya,
Seperti
Mom.
itu? Okay,
Yes, Mom.
but in passive voice, the person or thing is acted on action. Tapi dalam passive voice, benda atau orangnya itu dikenai pekerjaan, right?
Right.
Okay, so let's see in my PowerPoint, in my slide. Kamu masih lihat slide saya kan? Comparison.
Yes, Mom.
Masih lihat slide saya? Oke. Coba semua dibaca. Comparison itu bawahnya ada kalimat apa? Semua baca. Oke, betul. My father opens the door. My father opens the door. What sentence is it? Is it active or passive?
Active.
Is it
Active.
active? Why do you say that it is active voice? Active sentence. Kenapa kamu bilang kalau ini aktif? Kalimat aktif.
Subjeknya melakukan pekerjaan.
Yes, because subjeknya melakukan si pekerjaan. My father opens the doors. Who is the subject? Subjeknya siapa?
My father.
My father. My fathernya ngapain?
Open the door.
Opens apa? Opens the door. So this is an active because there is an actor doing an action. This is an active because there is an actor doing an action. Ya, ini kalimat aktif karena ada seorang subjek yang melakukan pekerjaan. Gitu. Paham ya? Jadi kamu udah paham nih, udah tahu ini kalimat aktif. Oke. Nih, kalau ini tuh kalimatnya seperti itu, gambarnya udah kelihatan. Ayah sedang membuka pintu. Terus. Oke. Ada versus ya, kita mau compare, kita mau bandingkan. Nah, kalau ini apa nih?
Pintu
Iya, pintunya terbuka. Apakah penting aktornya siapa? Jadi kalau kalimatnya udah kalimat pasif, the door is open, so it is not important who opens the door. Ya, jadi kalau sudah berupa kalimat pasif, maka tidak dipentingkan lagi atau tidak ditekankan lagi siapa yang membuka pintu, tapi apa yang terjadi sama pintu. Do you get?
Yes.
Nah, jadi intinya tuh pintunya terbuka gitu, ya. Tapi siapa yang buka itu tidak terlalu penting.
Tidak
Dipentingkan dalam kalimat pasif. Iya. Paham ya sampai sini ya?
Paham.
Okay. Now you please. I have an exercise like this, and then you try to. What is it? You try to apply the passive voice in the text. Ya, kamu coba untuk menggunakan atau kamu coba untuk mengaplikasikan passive voice di dalam sebuah teks. Ya, jadi teks yang sebelah kiri itu ada sebuah text report. Ya, text report itu ada hubungannya dengan yang di sebelah kanan. Ya, so you have to lihat dulu yang sebelah kiri, kemudian untuk menjawab yang sebelah kanan. Paham ya? Oke? Okay? Do you get? Paham maksud saya? Ya. So, I will divide you into 5 groups to do the exercise below. After that, we will discuss it together. I will give you maybe 10 minutes from now. Saya mau kasih ini sebagai latihan, but I will divide you into 5 groups. So, a group will be of 2 students. Jadi satu grup terdiri dari 2 orang, ya. For the first group, Afifa and Santika. Group 2 atau second group, Atik and Ayu. Group 3, Putri and Susi. Group 4, Amelia and Vina. Group 5, Meliawati and Wulandari. Okay, are you ready? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Are you with me? Are you with me?
I'm with you.
Okay. Okay, good. Udah siap ya jawabannya?
Siap, Ma'am.
Oke, jawabannya sudah siap. Let's. Okay. The time is up. So now we will discuss the text to complete the paragraph using the passive voice. Okay. Number 1. People
may also I killed it a building.
I kill, bukan I loh. Itu angka 1.
Udah.
It's okay. Don't be nervous, Santika. Jangan tegang ya. People may also
Killed it a building.
kill. Ya, kamu langsung kill jawabannya. I wanna ask you. People artinya apa?
Orang, seseorang.
Satu orang saja. Halo?
Kalau
People
biasanya.
means ya, people means orang-orang.
Yes, ma'am.
Ya. Kalau the subject is people, so the subject is plural atau jamak. Ya, beda kalau person. Kalau person itu pakainya is karena dia tunggal. But kalau people harusnya pakai apa?
All.
Kan, ya betul. You should use are. So harusnya people dibaca
May also are killed in a building.
ya. Ya, people may also are killed. Gitu. Ya. People may also are killed. Ed-nya harus agak ketara. Killed. Gitu.
Killed.
Ya.
Killed.
If a building is knocked down by the tsunami and it hits them.
Yeah, good, students, great. Because a building is a singular subject. Kalau kata udah ada kata e-nya, a building pasti satu, ya kan? Pasti bendanya
Yeah.
cuma satu. So, it is right if you use is, ya. Jadi, if, thank you Atik and Ayu.
Yeah.
Then number 3 for the third group, Putri and Susi. Coba siapa yang mau jawab dulu? Putri apa Susi?
They can
Putri?
Susi, Bu.
Ya, olah. Yo, Susi, yo.
They
They can?
can also are electrocuted if bullets fall down.
Ya, sampai itu dulu nggak apa-apa. They can also. Kenapa pakai are? Why do you use are di sana?
Karena ada kata they.
Iya, betul. Karena subjeknya they. Jadi, to be untuk they adalah are. Betul. Ya. So, number 4. For the fourth group, Amelia and Vina. Siapa nih yang mau jawab dulu? To be-nya is apa? Are? Are. Okay. Are killed by virus or explosion. Thank you, Vina. So we are going to the number 5. We are going to number 5.
Tsunamis generally consist of series of waves with periods ranging from minutes to hours, arriving in a so-called wave rain with height of tens of meters can be generated by larger events.
Iya, betul. Can be generated by a large events. Sekarang saya ngajarin siapa nih? Melia. Apa Tri tadi yang ngomong? Melia ya? Oke, sekarang yang nomor 6 kita bahas bareng-bareng. Although the impact of tsunamis, bla bla bla, to coastal areas, their destructive power can be enormous. Jadi, nomor 6 itu apa? Although the impact of tsunamis, to-be-nya apa tuh? Iya, is karena to-be-nya, karena subjeknya itu impact of tsunamis. Impact of tsunamis, jadi subjeknya itu impact, tidak ada S-nya, jadi pakainya is, betul. Although the impact of tsunamis is limited to coastal areas, their destructive power can be enormous. Okay, good. So today you are study about passive voice and studied about passive voice, and you can apply it in the text. Sekarang kamu udah belajar tentang passive voice, gunanya passive voice, and you have tried to apply it in the report text. Ya kan? For the next meeting, we will continue our study to have a pattern, the specific pattern of the passive voice. Because today we have studied about the general structure of the passive voice. Kita kan hari ini udah belajarnya struktur umumnya, yaitu to be plus verb 3. Then the next meeting we will study about specific patterns-nya, ya. Gitu ya. Sampai sini ada pertanyaan? Any questions so far? If there is no questions, so the time is to conclusion. Okay, what is the conclusion of our meetings today? Kita hari ini tuh kita itu tadi belajar apa sih?
The conclusion today
is the passive voice is a sentence with present and action without telling the actor. Active sentence can be changed into a passive when there is an object in active sentence, and it will be a subject in passive. Passive voice can be used in a report or explanation text.
Thank you. How about the reflection? Kira-kira kita hari ini udah belajar apa? Kemudian kalian sudah bisa apa yang kalian nggak pahami kemarin sampai sekarang dan begitu dan seterusnya. What is our reflections today?
The reflection today. Before I studied this chapter, I didn't understand what is passive voice and what for we study it. When I was studying this chapter, I had some difficulties about how to change active to passive voice and how to determine which is active and passive voice. After studying this chapter, I think that actually we often use this passive voice in everyday communication and make it easier to understand passive sentences through discussion like this.
Okay, so I hope in the daily life you can apply the passive voice ya. Nanti semoga kalau di kalau di kehidupan sehari-hari, di komunikasi sehari-hari kamu bisa menerapkan passive voice ya. Bisa ya? Oke, bahwa ada kalimat aktif berarti ada kalimat pasif. Bisa ya berarti ya? Oke. If there is no question, udah nggak ada pertanyaan ini benar? Nggak ada yang nanya nih, benar?
Ya, Bu.
Oke, berarti so thank you for your attention. I think this is enough for our meetings today. Jangan lupa, you have to still stay at home ya, karena kita belajar masih dalam online learning, jadi kamu stay at home aja. Kalau misalnya ada kegiatan atau ada yang penting, baru kamu boleh keluar ya. That's all for me. Thank you for your attention. See you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Wabarakatuh.